Oh, you had to see that, Sherry.
Anyway, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Guess you got the
Flop
Dark
was a
Roads
family.
family tree now, huh?
Mm, 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 whatever. Flop was once a family to me too. When he was dating me,
Yeah, I remember that.
then he cheated on me with Ziggy, and then with Winston, and they have fucking threesome, and then they nobles me to marry Reed, so I married Reed. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was waiting for a ring for fucking ages, but he never did it. I could have been your daughter-in-law. Do you know that? He was so chickened out by proposing it to me that people nobles me to marry Reed. And he never dated and he never proposed, even with the help of Michael Simone and Ash. Can you imagine that? This was also around the time when Michael Simone was in the creation of becoming a terrorist. He had so much arsenal and help, and he never promoted me. Promoted? Proposed?
What? What? What are you, Sherry?
A woman.
Okay, you didn't have that. I apologize.
Anyway, would you like to interview someone for a clerk position who happens to be extremely British?
I would, but I've got to get back. I would. You. This whole thing pulled me off an investigation. I gotta get back to it. It's pretty.
Oh no. Is there a rabbit hole?
It's a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it's a good
Yeah.
kind of rabbit hole and not the
It's
bad
it's a
kind of rabbit
bad
holes.
kind. It's a really bad kind.
Oh, is it something beyond your control kind of rabbit hole?
Mm, no, not really.
There was one beyond anyone control kind of rabbit hole, which is
What's
fixed,
that?
hopefully. Uh, what do you mean? What's that?
Yeah. What one? What rabbit hole you on
Okay,
about?
there was a. Okay, well, Clint approached me. There was something in relation to something, something going, something, something, something,
Okay. What
and
the hell are you saying right now?
there was something, something, and something, something, something.
What the
Where
fuck?
some things go missing and some things go missing. I don't know if there are ears around us. That's why I'm talking like this.
Okay, come inside. Then.
Okay, I'm coming inside. Oh my god.
What are you saying?
Well, I was approached by Mr. Declan because he was looking for Mr. Dexter, and it was in
Yeah.
related to what do
The
you call that?
firearms,
Yes.
right?
And he told me not to convey the message to not worry about it because I don't know how to put it. Uh
When was this?
like 3 days ago.
Right. So
Uh
he said not to worry about it.
it, oh um to be exact, he mentioned someone may have learned how to open a wormhole, which allowed them to do. I'm just gonna email you.
What? What? Hold on, chat. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think this is more of an admin thing than it is an us thing. Fuck! I thought I was onto something. Okay, but Dexter might have more details. I don't know what's gonna happen though. We'll see.
Listen, I was just told to convey the message, okay? By
Right.
Mr. Declan.
And what did Declan?
But
So Declan just said that
something about the wormhole, and then then he's gonna contact Dex. So if you want to speak more about in depth about this kind of stuff, Dex can fill you in.
Okay, I will speak to Dex.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good idea. Where is he? Where is Dex? Give me Dex now.
Let me go to the ADMC block really quickly. I'll be back.
Why is she like this?
I'm kidding.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Sherry?
Yeah. You know what's funny, Mr.
Fucker.
Doc? Like, I don't ask for people to tell me stuff, and I'm not privy, and I don't, I don't want to be known, but people just tell me, and I don't know how to help it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm dying with all the secrets now.
Yeah. You know, my family drama now, so that's great.
Yeah, like that one. I didn't ask to be there. It just
Yeah,
happened
I
to be
know.
there, and I was
I
like,
know. And you
cool,
were just
okay.
standing there, just listening in.
I mean, it was so fucking awkward. Do I leave? How do I leave? How do I do my exit?
It's fine. It's, yeah. It's,
I mean, it is a gay family. I expected a lot more drama, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I'm sure you can understand. Wait, DJ Cooper?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Law
No.
day door.
You don't. Why did you say that?
Why not?
Okay. What the fuck happened at the Blaine County Fair?
I wasn't there.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm gonna get on my MDT profile,
Yeah.
Sherry Pie, just to look busy.
It's okay, sir. You don't have to look busy, okay? You got an interview to do now.
Her name is. Her name? Well, I'm not gonna do it by myself because I want someone who's extremely British, so they can, do the British off, Brit off. Her name is Polly Sykes. She's
Holy
old.
sakes.
And then
So
I
she's
also have to do
old?
Martha's interview too.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know when though, because I've kept it off and I got sick and all that kind of stuff. So
Do it now. Do it soon, cause she's the best. She really is
Well,
fantastic.
it's not up to me to hire. It also comes down to the vote of other clerks. So we're a very
Yep.
tight knit community of aunties and uncles. All right.
Yeah, she's an auntie. She's basically an auntie. Yeah.
She is absolutely. And you are the dad.
Why am I the dad?
I think you're the dad. You give me very well, not that. If I could put you in a family relations, I think you would be like a big brother.
No, thank you.
A big brother that does not look out for their sisters and brothers.
Okay, I guess it's kind of messed up.
Selfish one. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
You seem like a
Well,
very
shift
selfish
away. It's still
person
shift
when it
3.
comes to family.
Shift 1 starts in an hour and 20 minutes. Think I'm selfish? Yeah.
Well, judging by what happened outside, I would support my siblings or my loved ones, even though they're wrong, but not in terms of like, hey, go blow up a place. It's more about, are you happy? Okay, don't be stupid.
What do you think
You
I
know?
should do?
I'm not telling you how you
No, no,
should.
no. Come on. You've got an
Okay. Well, I'm
opinion.
okay. Well, my opinion is you can never replace your family. And if you have one, you should cherish it. Put your differences aside and value them so they are with you because you don't want to be alone.
What if I do?
That's your choice. And I'm sure you understand the choice and the the consequences or whatever you call it.
Hmm.
You're smart enough to separate your differences.
I mean, these aren't just like, oh, I like apple juice, you like orange juice differences.
Hmm.
Like, are you seeing who these people are? Oh, Sherry.
Yes. What is wrong with them? Like a
There's
genuine
nothing.
question.
There's nothing
What do you
wrong
think is
with
wrong with them?
them. There's nothing wrong with them. It's wrong. I have issues with what they do.
Okay.
I don't agree with what they do and how they do it. Just look where I am. Look what I'm doing. And then look at what they're doing. Look at the difference. Like how I've
Now
recognized it. What?
you're treating it in a very good or bad side.
No, no, I'm
I
not.
understand you seem how I'm perceiving it. It comes down to moral and ethics, and it's against you. I totally understand that. Where they stand and what they do and what you do is completely different in two worlds colliding with into one. I think there needs to be, if you were to salvage this and make it into something much better, you would have to find a common ground where you both can put your differences aside and be a family. There's always a common ground. It just depends on the people if they want to be on that ground. It's up to you and it's up to them to work with it. Do you want to be with them? You will find the common ground. Do they want to be with you? they will find the common ground. That's why it's called a relationship.
Well, the only ground rules been trying to find is one that's burnt with the building I work in. So I think that
Okay?
answers that question.
Why don't you speak to her more about it?
We just did speak. We spoke.
That was a brief conversation.
No, we've had more than that conversation, Henry.
Okay.
This has been happening for a very long time.
Don't you think that might be just a common ground? Maybe this is what your relationship is, where this is how your family is going to be like, but at the end of the day, your family is still your family. It doesn't have to be happy or a fairy tale all the time. Maybe this is a moment that you should cherish, that you have still someone who would quarrel with you, or the other way.
Maybe. Maybe. It's I don't know.
I think they should keep your badge aside, and you should keep their cuts aside, and see each other as just a family. Hey,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
know,
I would agree with you. But the issue is that it's oftentimes never has the actions of myself or Matt or Maple or Etcha come back around and caused any problems for the family or caused any questions for the family. It's only ever been Ziggy and Rue. That's it. That's it. So yeah, putting aside the fact that they're in a gang or they're in a club or whatever, it's if you just boil it down to actions as a family member, it's only. I think I'm. It's better for me, Sherry, if I'm the one who I don't want to change anymore. I don't want to change
well,
anymore.
that's your
And
choice then.
yeah, I don't want to change anymore, but I don't want to rip that family, my family, apart anymore. So I'm just gonna. That's why I'm stepping away. I'm leaving them to it, and they can live happily ever after without me. And I think that's the best option.
I think you're putting yourself in a position of no point, of no return.
Yeah, more of it. More of it.
That's the thing. If you lose a family, it's very hard to get it back. I think what you have is quite beautiful because not a lot of people have those kind of families where there are two people from different sides of the world. I think you need to learn to live with that and value those. Sure, different mindsets, but you can never have this again if you decide to sit back and be like, hey, they can have it. Makes you look like you're abandoning them rather than them abandoning you.
But how is it my fault? They're like, it's they made the choice to join that club that they can't leave.
You also made a choice to be a marshal and
Yeah,
not
but I
give up
can
your
leave
badge.
whenever I want. They're the ones who made the choice to join one that they can't leave ever. They're just saying like a fucking that you get blooded in and they can't leave unless they get shot in the back of the
Okay,
head. How is it my fault? Why am I
it's
to
not your
blame?
fault. You're not to blame. I'm telling you how it's looking like and how you're perceiving it. Now, if you perceive it from their perspective, they also see you as that one person who's always going to be on the law side. Have you tried being in their shoes?
I can't be in their shoes.
But have you thought about being in their shoes? Just like you get to think like a criminal when you're investigating one. Have you thought about doing the same thing with your family and how they feel about it when they see you with
Yeah,
a badge?
and they see me
Don't you
with a
think that they have the same feelings like you have right now
of what?
of you being a cop, just like you think that they made their choice of being in the gang or in a motor club and you being on this side of the law?
I could understand if I was like just a cop. I might
Hmm.
understand, but I'm not just a cop. But I'm a marshal. I look into the cops. I look into the bad ones, all the ones they complain about all day, every day. That say the cops are the problem, the cops are this, the cops are that, the cops ruin my lifestyle, the cops are against my
Hmm.
lifestyle. Like that's not what I'm here for.
Hmm.
Like I get where, like I understand what you're trying to get at. Like from their perspective, the police are the enemy. Like, I get it. For me volunteering to be in this position, yeah, probably doesn't look great for them. But at the same time, like they volunteered to be in and put those cuts on because they felt it was the right thing to do and they wanted to be with their people. So why can't I do the same thing?
I'm going to be brutally honest to the both sides. If they were here, I would have told them that too. It is really a family. If you guys don't value each other without your cuts, without your badges, without what you do, is it? Oh, it all comes down to that. If you're thinking of picking sides in family, maybe you were not a family to begin with.
I do value them, Sherry, and that's the thing. I just don't. I just. I think the issue that has arisen is I've come to realize that my mindset is so different than everybody else's in my family these days that I'm causing turmoil more than I'm causing harmony. And I used to think that I was the person. I used to think I was the glue, and now I feel like I'm the dynamite.
You are. That's the thing. If they do decide to do anything stupid, where you may have to prosecute them, you have to do their job. And then they have to do this if they have any. That's just a harsh reality that you also have to accept. And I think you have accepted that. That's where you're at this point.
Yeah.
But it's the family part where you're struggling.
I'm not struggling, Sherry. I think,
That is a struggle to me because you're ready to move on without your family in this life.
yeah,
That is a struggle.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Why don't you just speak to them without their things or their affiliation? Why don't you tell them that they speak to you without your affiliations? Isn't that the most obvious common ground that you guys should reach? Start bit by bit, slowly.
Nothing's going to change, Sherry. And am I? Uh, I'd be a hypocrite if I was
How
to,
so?
because as soon as those conversations start, someone's got to move. Like, you can't play a game of chess if no one moves a piece. And at the end of the day, the only way this gets resolved and we get back to being a proper family again is if that game gets finished. And I think I'd be a hypocrite if I was going into that conversation expecting anybody to change if I don't want to change.
You're missing the point. I didn't ask you to change. Mm-hmm. I never said about anything about the change. It's more about leaving your things and just being a family for a few moments. You guys get together.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Anyway, you got things to work on, Dark.
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy.
Of course. I think about something.
You'll never lose Flop's love because it comes unconditionally. You lose his trust if you don't just support him. There's the one task a parent has to love and support their kids without reservation and condition. You have a family that doesn't require a paycheck. Don't lose it.
Then be worried.
Richard, it hurts looking at you knowing I started trusting you and opening up to you for you to threaten me. It hurts more knowing you are pushing Flop and the family away and knowing I cannot do anything to help. Hate me to whatever extent you want, but whatever blame you want onto me, I don't care. I'm used to people I cared about turning on me. Just make the effort for Flop. He deserves his family, and Dad should be there for him no matter what, and through thick and thin. I hope one day we can come to trust each other, but until then, I will care for you from a distance. I tend to draw when I am upset. I got a photocopy of one of the drawings I did. The bottom left drawing is referencing you. I went to that hospital daily to check in on you, just in case you need proof that I cared. My game crashed now. Damn. The hot chocolate.